Hello, everyone, and happy Saturday to you. We made it through another week. We are almost in relaxation mode, just in time to go back to work on Monday. But for right now, it is your pal, Vex Nihilo, and you are in the Vex Factor today. I am really looking forward to our stream that we're doing today for multiple reasons. One, we are going up against a really fun opponent. There, we'll get to the details in just a moment there. But then, more importantly, and don't take this from my Galaxy of Heroes buddies. There are things that are just as good as Galaxy of Heroes to me. One of them is probably going to be just a little bit better, dare I say so, and that is coming this Saturday. A week from today, we will be streaming early access live for Starfield. I am so excited about this. Had to get in touch with Steam to try and see if I could figure out what in the world was going on, just because I didn't get an early access key or anything. But I'm going to assume that everything is going to go swimmingly, and even though actually early access starts on Friday of this coming week, I have work to get done that day, so I'm probably just going to focus on downloading the 125 gigabytes of game data that Starfield apparently is. One of the main reasons I'm looking forward to it is, from my understanding, it is an absolutely supermassive game in just the scale of the universe that you're going to be bouncing around in. So I am really looking forward to trying it out. I will get with you guys for a bit more of a definite time as we get closer to the day of when exactly on Saturday I'll be streaming. But we're going to do probably a good 3-hour run of just getting into the game, checking it out, getting through character creation, and hopefully my primary goal is I just want to get to the point where I'm flying around in a ship. I don't know if it's going to be similar to other games out there where you've got to go through, like an introduction sequence and do all this content, like kind of like Mass Effect. You got to go through this like whole thing on the Citadel and stuff. It's like a two hours of content if you're really trying to be a completionist before you get to the point where you're in your ship and the galaxy is at your fingertips. You can go and do whatever you want. So I just want to kind of get to that point in Starfield, and for all I know, maybe I'll just start off in a ship. Who knows? But I've purposefully shied away from looking at any reviews for it, any hype for it, any trailers. I'm trying to go in with as little information as possible because I don't want it to get hyped up. I just want to go in with low expectations and guarantee being pleasantly surprised. I know that's a little bit cynical, but that's just me. My name is Vex, after all. But then also, I just want to figure it out. It's this, I think, the second time that I've ever been a part of an actual launch of something that's significant. I think we can all agree that Starfield is probably going to be one of, if not quite the most anticipated launch of this year. I mean, you had contenders like Diablo 4 and Baldur's Gate 3, but I still think it's going to be really up there. And I'm glad that I'm excited to be in the first wave of that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I would love for you guys to join me. We can experience it together. Just having a fun time with my odd sense of humor you guys can chill with, but then also make a more informed decision about whether or not you yourself would like to try out this amazing game. So let's go ahead and talk about business. So in GAC today, we are in match 2 of 3. We won our first one. Only by virtue of our opponent not showing up. And as you can see here, we did not have such luck in the second round. However, let's take a look and see our opponent's roster, and then we'll get into the field here. Hope you guys have some time today. I'm just going to kind of go through this a little bit at a time. No rush today. Feel free to hop in and out. I am in my chat on my phone, so feel free to drop a comment and say hello. I'm really looking forward to hopefully expanding my brand out a little bit and getting some more folks to join me as I'm doing these streams, whether it's with this or Starfield or whatever have you. But I love to share this stuff with the community. So, feel free to drop me a chat. I will do my very best to say hello unless I'm in the middle of a battle. And then I may just, say something in the meantime. I may not be able to type it quite yet. Anyway, let me stop rambling here. Our opponent is... well, this is a bit of a strange one. So he's at 9.7 million GP, almost 9.8, and he's only got 3 GLs. If we go over to the ships, I can see some of the GP is in here. He's got 2 of the 3 meta fleets, all of his fleets really, except for the Radis and the Home One, are all relicked up and all that good stuff. And then ship-wise, he's got plenty of 7-star ships in here. As a matter of fact, I'm not seeing anything that's less than 7 stars. So that's probably where a lot of that stuff is. And then if we just kind of scroll down here a little bit, he's got a lot of stuff that is relic. A lot of the off-meta teams, you got your Maul, you got your Hondo, you got your Grand Inquisitor, you got your Malgus and all that. So he's got a decent roster in here. Let's see BT1. Does he have Afra? I don't even know what she is. Is she Empire? I don't know if she's Empire. I don't think she's Empire. I'm not sure what she is. Well, she's definitely a scoundrel. We can take a look there. Scoundrel. She does have Afra. He does have. He or she, don't know. They, I don't know. Whatever they are, they do have Afra. So it's got a good roster. So I kind of mixed things up a little bit, went a little bit on the riskier side with my defense, seeing that he only had 3 GLs to work with. A lot of off-meta stuff, but, well, you'll see here. Like you can tell, he's at 1,994 banners, so he did get a full clear. First of all, I did drop my Executor on defense. It was 1 shot, so I'm assuming that he probably brought his Profundity along for offense. Not a big surprise. The Negotiator was meant to just be a medium level block, and then the Home One was just a filler. So I wasn't surprised and wasn't really planning on fleets holding, but hey, maybe he'd have a bad day just like I've had here and there with the Executor, who knows. But then up front here, I dropped some stuff, again, splitting my Malgus team up there with the Dark Revan team, and it actually did me a little bit of a favor here. 1 drop battle on the Revan team, a little strange, but hey, I'll definitely take it. I'm wondering if the Sith tank kind of helped out just a little bit there. Malgus went down to 1 shot, my Hux went down to 1 shot, all the rest there. So then we come down south. That was one of the things that I did was just continue to split up the Malgus team. But something I did different this time was go ahead and drop my Kenobi on defense, along with the thick Kron, and then my R7 Cat and R8 Kenobi tank. Yeah. So that was 1 shot. I'd be willing to bet $100 that he used his own JMK against it, which was kind of the plan. I wanted to remove that from his inventory as early as possible. And then just put some other stuff on defense. A JTR team, a random clones team with an Aola in there. Aida. What is it? No, I can't click her. Anyway, got Mon Mothma as well. And then a Rolo team that, for, again, whatever reason, did get a hold. So that's kind of where some of this is coming from, giving us a little bit of wiggle room. But the big thing that I did, which may or may not come to bite me in the butt, was I took a leaf out of my last 2 opponents' books and dropped that Basti team with the JML and the Watt with a pretty thick Kron there that was designed to get me best case scenario worst case scenario a hold, which it did. I was hoping he'd get stuck behind it, especially because I went ahead and put my Omnitrea back on defense. So I was kind of hoping those two would be a bit of a trip up there. I got 1 hold off of the JML, Basti, whatever you want to call it, so I am happy about that. It means 3 drop battles. We do have some wiggle room to work with here, so a little bit less stressful. And then when it comes to his defense, the reason I went ahead and did that particular defense on my end is because I noticed that he doesn't really seem to rotate around or change his own defense too often. The last 2 events of 3v3, this one and the one before this one, and then obviously the previous 3v3 season, was roughly the same thing. So I took a risk and assumed that he was going to use the exact same thing. And thus far, to the squad, it's exactly that. He used literally the same defense. So like you can see up north here, no GLs and just kind of a smattering of teams. Radis, the only real threat that's in this area with no tank, which I've heard from Zareth Prevails is a big mistake that a lot of folks are making. Putting Cassian on the defense there is not as beneficial as having a tank like the counter to the shore trooper. I don't know what you call it there. Scarus, whatever. That tank, if you put it on this team, it is a lot chunkier. You're not able to go for Radis, which you really need to unless you're running a CLS team, and even then you might get a few less shots on Radis, and that might end up risking either him getting up to his ultimate or then just getting on a roll and mowing you over. Down south here, we do have a couple of threats, primarily in the R9 Malgus, all 3 Omis, and then an R9 Revan, as well as an R7 Bastila with no Datacron, which is definitely helpful. More of that dash cheese with an R7 Bandor Chewie. And I'm well aware this time I learned from my mistakes that our L3 here is going to basically perma-taunt if we keep on killing her over and over again. So we are going to use not CLS, we're going to use our Jedi Knight Revan on that team and then see if we can mark down and gun down our Bandor Chewie as soon as possible. A little bit on the thick side there with the R7, but I still don't think it's going to be too much for my Revan team to handle. Then we have a JTR team, a KRU team, and an Aura team. So what I think he did, again, if I'm right, and I'm kind of thinking that I am, his back wall is going to consist of a Star Killer team with Old Ben as the lead and no Palpatine. So Old Ben, Star Killer, and Mara for whatever wild reason. For that, we are going to use our own Star Killer team, which has very high win rate versus that, although not a lot of people run this one. We have an Asajj team that we're going to take out with some bounty hunters. We have a Grand Inquisitor team that's pretty strong, as you saw on the roster, that we are going to reserve our SOKR for. And then an MM and an Iden team that we're going to use the standard Iden versus MM and Wampa versus Iden. Up top, I'm kind of assuming that he's dropping his Executor on defense, in which case we have the Leviathan, which I'm so happy to say I'm not worried about it at all. We can then use our Chimera for the finalizer, and then if he drops the home one, then we'll have our Malevolence for that. So we've got plenty of firepower to go into his fleet. So as long as I play this smart, keep it tight, try not to drop any battles, then we should be fine. And we'll be able to walk away with this win and head on to battling it out for first place in this GAC round. So let's go ahead and get started here with the South. For the Malgus team here, I don't have my watch, which I'm a little concerned about. My armor is nowhere near anything that would survive long enough to give that Beskar tech over to my guy here. So, I mean, I've still seen plenty of data that says that a solo C would be just fine, but I want to stack my odds a little bit better. So we are going to run, where's that tank I was going to do? Miles was saving him there. We're going to run with this guy as a tank, primarily because he does taunt, but more because he's a Sith, which means that if he dies, then it's just going to bump my Eternal Emperor all the way up to full health and protection. That's the whole idea. I just need him to survive. And then in the last slot there, we're probably going to go ahead and use, you know, let's go ahead and use the Sith Assassin. Am I using them anywhere else? Just on the off chance I might be able to push some turn here. Again, it's getting it up to that ultimate as quick as humanly possible. And then making quick work of that. So, Datacron wise, I am going to see about using one because this is a crucial battle. Probably one of 3 crucial battles we're going to run. So in this one, let's see here. Armor pin. Yeah, I thought I had one with defense here. Relic 5. Yeah, it's him that's causing that issue there. So no, less defense. I wonder if there's anybody else that I could use. Maybe I don't need a tank necessarily. Yeah, that'll do a little bit better. I seriously doubt that my Scion would get around to doing a whole lot of stuff anyway. And this is just about getting me that defense. So, get the jitters out. Let's see if we can get on in here and get some work done. This is a make or break battle. I do have a gas that I could use, but I'd really rather this just worked out to start, because there goes my SE if it doesn't. Okay, there we go. And let's go and get to work. Probably going to do the dive bomb on SE, or you could just do it over there. I'm totally fine with that. This is just about keeping up my Eternal Emperor as long as possible. Let's see if we get some protection back. Why does that? Probably because of the fear, but no problem. Let's key it some deception on there just so that we can keep him off of my guy over here. Spread around some more deception. There we go. About to get everybody back up to full health. This is not going to restore anything, even on me. But the shock just fell off of me there, so I'm fine with that. There we go. There's the heal up. That's what I need. 76%, so we're looking good so far. Let's start working on Basti. She is going to regen that protection. This only word pushes turn meter. She already had stealth cadence. Okay, well, there's a period there. I wonder if this means that she has to be under stealth to push the turn meter or not. Let's see if it pushes. Yeah, a little bit. I'll take it. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Let's go ahead and yeah, let's get some protection back on our Sith Assassin over there. Good steal. And there's one less dive bomb to worry about. About to hit the ultimate. I think try not to get too cocky. We might have this one. Okay, there it is. And Malgus has already used his dive bomb, so I think that we should be good. So, I don't want to say. I got some more music I'm going to use later on, but let me just go ahead and save that one. We'll just put it down to the one just for the extra dramaticism, the extra dramatic effect. Make it happen. Yes, sir. Okay, I will take it. All right, get out of here. And all up to 4. There we go. Give me some of my protection back, maybe. Every banner is going to help out. 61, I will take it. 6 banners lost there, not a problem. We got through it, that's the big thing. Okay, let's keep on going on the south here. Our next pain in the butt is going to be these guys. And as mentioned, let's check the sheet one more time, just to make sure I'm not doing something stupid. Yep, JKR. So there is our Jedi Knight Revan. We're going to save Jedi Knight Luke for a little bit later on, you guys will see. And let's grab this guy here. Lots and lots and lots of assists. And we should be able to get around to Revan pretty quick here. And then mark down our Vandor Chewie. Probably going to have to deal with Dash Burst here. That hurt, but that's okay. Well, Savior's not too particularly fun, but what's our turn meter looking like here? I was hoping to kind of get an assist going, but yeah, let's go ahead and clear off that daze, get some of this, push some turn meter around, hopefully get back to Revan in just there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, stun is good. Now we're just going to start. Oh, that protection is chunky. All right, let's just keep on going with Grandmaster Yoda. Dodge is great. I will take it. And almost. Let's get some protection back on both of our guys here. Almost got it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and spread around the foresight. There's a dodge. I will take it. That hurts, but that is okay. Really would like to get him out before the mark falls off. Is this going to do it? Yes, it will. All right, Dash.
Let's get ready to fight.
You are next, my guy. As soon as we get around to Revan and another mark, and, that'll do it there. Okay, no problem. I'll take the dodge once again. Also get some protection back on my Yoda there. Well, I think I'm going to miss out on a little bit of protection there. Oh well, 1 banner, I think. Yep, 1 banner, no problem. I learned my lesson with that team. That was a really, really hairy battle last time we did that one. Okay, so the Jedi Knight Luke is going to go against these guys here. And got to decide whether or not... Who we got in here? I'm so sorry. Scoundrels of Souls in the house. You got it. Then Mr. J. David ×2. Hello to you guys and happy Saturday. Let's see what we got going on here. JKL, this guy, and do I want to bring in another guy or... I mean, he dropped 3 battles, so I'm not going to complain about the underman stuff here. This is mainly just about making sure that we get through without any dropped battles here. If we can do that, then we're going to walk away with a win here. Okay, there's that. Not a problem at all. About to come around to that big, that thing right there. All right, drop this. Get the stun on everybody. And slow them down, and that gave me a whole lot of breathing room. Okay, call an ally to assist. I thought I had control over it. Whatever. All right, get this over to Luke here. Get that Sith Trooper out as quick as possible. And then we'll go for Panda over here. Get that advantage off, and we're just kind of on a roll at this point. I'd really like it if Luke were to work there, but that's okay. Okay, there goes him. Heal up just a little bit. And there's a dodge. I think that should give us full banners.
It could be said that
Yes, it will.
yeah.
Cool beans. We're making some work. All right, Josh. Good to see you, my guy. Have a good weekend. Thanks for dropping by. Let's see here. JTR. I think we're going to use Maul for this one, which is going to be a little bit hairy. Let's see here. Maul, but I need to save my Django for a bounty hunters fight in the back there. So this should do it. They're not hitting really hard, but it's not really about hitting hard. It's about getting around to that multi-shot from Maul there. And these two being chunky is definitely going to help out. Let's go ahead and get up to full stacks here. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, maybe they hit a little bit harder than I thought they would. Not going to complain about it. All right, Suzuki. No problem. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get BB-8 out. JTR does not do nearly enough damage to worry me about whether or not we can come around and we might just actually finish it right here. There we go. And there we go. Awesome. Just one drop battle there. I love it when things go the way that you want it to. Okay, a random Aura team here that we're going to drop a solo Malik on, R9. By the way, while we're waiting for this battle to do its thing here, because it's probably going to be an auto. So the assault battle, the places of power, whatever you want to call it, with the running Sith versus the Jedi, I cannot tell you how long I've been stuck at that. Is my ooh man, I don't know if it's just me. Is my audio for the game really loud? I'm not sure if anybody's still in here, but if anybody is, can you let me know if the actual game volume is really loud? Turn it down to what it normally is, but whatever. Anyway, so for a long time, I was stuck on not being able to clear that tier 3. Could do everything else but that final tier, and it just, I could never 3-star. I could finish it with no problem, but somebody always died, and it's just such a long run. It's so annoying. But apparently getting an R9 Malgus helps a lot. Finally got the 3-star today, so I no longer have to do manual on any one of those battles. It just makes me so happy. But yeah, I mean, this guy at an R9 is no joke. It takes he takes punishment like a champ. I am dead serious. Okay, let's take. Oh man, I love it. This is. You guys heard me earlier. I was talking about before it actually happened. This is literally the exact layout that I thought it was going to be. Excuse me. So, we're going to go ahead and start in on it here. We were going to use our SLKR on there. Why do I have brain farts like that? That's what we call them in the Midwest, as brain farts. I live in Florida now, but I still retain some of my northern blood and apparently some of our colloquialisms. All right, so we're going to run this here. Let's go ahead and do it with our Sith Trooper. This is probably way overkill. But, I mean, hey, it's a Grand Inquisitor team. He's got all the Omicrons, and I believe he's R8, R7, whatever. R8, 9 sisters, so no problem. Let's go ahead and poke the Grand Inquisitor, keep him on lockdown. Taunt is up, not hugely worried about it at all. I think this is way overkill. Let's get all this stuff off of there. I really wish I could siphon from Grand Inquisitor, but that's not a problem. Yeah, this is way overkill. But we weren't going to use them anywhere else. You guys already saw the North Territory is not particularly scary, and we have plenty left in reserve. So I think it's going to be fine here. All right, so Grand Inquisitor should be going down right about. There we go. Now there comes a little bit of a. I thought she was going to do the heal up. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any banner management. That's fine. Just siphon some stuff off of there. She's going to get the dodge, so I don't want to waste it. Let's go ahead and just get her out of here. Almost. And yeah. It's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt me. This would have been a good one to do that new song I was going to try out here, but no problem. All right, poke you, and then Sid trigger for the assist. Weak. Okay. Now this is the only other one that I'm not. Oh, it's not the Mara. Ooh. It's this is a weird one. I mean, I'll take it. Let's see here. What are their speeds at? I don't think any of these guys run with particularly high speeds. Or they generally don't. So 214 over there. I think it's in the 200s, and I think my Mara's in the 300s. Okay, 307 on that Star Killer. So a little bit faster there, and then 240. Okay, so 307 for their Star Killer. Empire. Don't know if anybody is watching Foundation, but I highly recommend it. Wife and I were watching that last night, and I love how he says I am Empire. Always makes me think of it. And a lot of people commonly agree that Isaac Asimov was kind of the father of modern science fiction. And when you watch the Foundation series, you can see a lot of parallels to Star Wars. And the Foundation series came out a long time before Star Wars was even thought of. So I don't know for sure, but kind of thinking that maybe it was a little bit of not plagiarism, but just some borrowed ideas from it. Just there, you know. Okay. Let's see here. What else do we have? Let me check this sheet here. New Poggle GG. Maybe on the. Let's save the Datacron, that thick one there with the armor and crit damage for the Radis battle, and we'll just run with this. Probably see if we're gonna get stuck behind Ben's taunt here, which is fine. It's just more annoying than anything else. We're gonna do a buff spell, which will get rid of that. However, his Zeta does pop the taunt right back up, which is no problem. Do I want to do this first? Yeah, I want to do this and then Star Killers. Okay, that's weird. I thought that he was going to get the taunt back up there. No problem. Well, it works out even better because I still have a buff spell. So let's go ahead and start getting shock on everybody. No stuns are going to work. I'd really like to get her out. Let's see here. Can we get her out? No dodge. That's that evasion that comes from old Ben there. No problem. There we go. Cool. Okay, so she's gone. Here comes a little bit of nonsense from our Star Killer buddy over there. And there's the extra taunt that I was talking about. I don't know why I just did that. Can't stun, dude. You cannot stun. What are you doing? But we can do a buff spell in this moment here, which we apparently no longer need. Okay, tenacity down. Let's get some more shocks going just to continue feeding turn meter between Mara and Opals. And now let's get the main threat out. Okay. Kind of wish I'd been able to get around to pulling out of the sky, but again, still no drop battles, so we're really doing fine anyway. I team there, Asajj, who we're going to use. I think this was the bounty. Yep, this was the bounty hunter. So we're going to use Bosk. And there's the anti-revive that hopefully we can get on somebody. And then Boba Fett. So this one might be a little bit hairier. Getting around the taunt is definitely going to help. Okay, the stun is not too fun, but that is okay. Okay, so let's see here. Can we get some ability blocks? Okay, that will definitely help. Let's get some burning going. Trying to line up a shot from, not quite yet, from either Django or Boba Fett there. And will this work? Cool. Well, I did that. Don't know if we're going to get her out just yet, but we can get her down a little bit. Because either Boba Fett's execute or anything from Django is going to prevent a revive on her. Why would I just do that? Okay, more ability blocks going around. Not even a contract yet. Just more annoyed than anything else. Okay. Those dodges are not helping me out, but that's okay. Let's just keep on working on old Daka, get her down, line up the shot from one of the two of these guys here, father or son. Just basics again. Yeah. Will this do it? Ah, not quite, but the healing immunity definitely helps. Taunt up here. Should come around to Django first. Well, we just do that. Ah! Well, should have lined it up with Django there. Let's see here. I mean, we're going to get through this regardless. We'll just do that. See if we can get... well, now we got her. It's either the long way around or just, getting a shot off with Django or an execute from Boba Fett, and that should do it there. No healing for you, and that does it. Cool. All right. Save that datacron. Happy about that. And we should do it. Okay, we are looking to be in good shape here. Good shape. All right. Let's do our Wampa. And I think it's time to pull up that song I was going to do. Let's go to my OBS studio here. Let's go ahead and turn off the cyborg music and go with this guy. Might be a bit of a throwback to some folks here. Maybe. We'll see. This is from Red Alert 2, old school. Really fun game back in the day. I do go back that far. Not ashamed of it at all. Was not the best Return of Contra game in my opinion, but Frank Kopecki, who did most of the music for the Return of Contra series, really good. And this is a good one to use over here. All right, ramp it up a little bit. Get you out. Ramp it up just a little bit more, because why not? There she goes. Comes right back up to the data there. Lot of damage over time on this guy here. I wish I could let them do their work, but we're going to need to do that, and then let's take it home. There we go. Of course, you go just one more round. I mean, come on. You're just kind of staving off doom that has got your name on it, but that's okay. That's all it is. Goodbye. All right, fully cleared front and back. South territory. Now all we got to do is get to up front here. I wonder if my opponent is watching, because I've been in this situation before where I went first and I didn't do too great, and then I see them start going in and they're getting no drop battles, and then you're just kind of like getting more and more down in the drag as you go along, and then finally you just kind of clear it out. Finally, turn the game off. I quit, like rage quit, but that's okay because we are doing pretty good here. The RA Cassian kind of worries me a little bit, but I think it's going to be fine. Thus far, it's never a particularly pretty battle, but I have yet to lose one of these battles with the game. So let's just run the numbers as normal. The armor pen and crit damage is going to help us out. Man, she took a beating. She won't die yet, but that is okay. Can we get a try and control the battlefield a little bit? Stun him? Nope, but that's okay. How about on him? That'll do. A little bit more. Okay. Keep on going. There we go. Yeah, let's do this. That should get him out. This should get her out. Boom. Yeah. Woo! Only 2 drop banners. I will take it. Music is a bit high. Okay. Appreciate the tip there. Let's go ahead and turn this down. So let's switch over to our chill step here. Chill step's one of my favorites. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to any chill step before. Just kind of really relaxed, feels good. Let's go and turn it down just a hair there. Okay, that should do. All right, because at this point we're just kind of chilling, getting through this. We just got through all the hardest teams, and all the rest of this is basically just running the numbers here. So I'm also pleased to say you can't see it right now, but I am working on my 501st. I'm trying to figure out like what to do now that I've got the Leviathan. There was kind of that little bit of time where I was like, well, what do I do now? I've poured so much effort into that over such a long period of time that I'm not really sure what to do from this point. But I'm definitely just kind of up on the 501st because they're way too valuable to have for both 5v5 and 3v3. Working on these two first, obviously, and then also I did throw the Zeta onto the new Captain Rex. I got him up to I want to say 5-star just with that event that they were doing, and he's just killing it in GAC right now. So I'm thinking that maybe even at low stars and low-ish gear, I can probably get some work done with him, but it will definitely help to have a relicked up Captain Rex in 5s. So I'm working on these two. I'm like a few pieces of armor away from getting 5s up to relic, and then Rex is not too far behind. And then after that, I'm kind of torn between, what was I going to do? I'm torn between going for Profundity, which at this point would round out literally every fleet. As soon as I get the Scythe, if I have the Profundity in the Scythe, I'll literally have every flying thing in the game, which is definitely a great place to be. Or I could go for Ray. Some folks have recommended that, and a big part of the reason for that, wait a second here, 1 second. Yeah, I'm using Troopers on Nuke. If I know that Ray is older, but especially I'm getting fairly close to unlocking Ben. I'm not accelerating any of the conquest stuff, but I'm getting close to unlocking him, and I'm just seeing so much value from her in Grand Arena, especially if you have Ben and you have JTR. I mean, she's still to this day just frustrating everybody that goes up against her. So I mean, it's definitely not a bad tune to have. It's just still the thing that gets me is there's so little value on most of her prerequisites. Zori Bliss perhaps being one of the main exceptions to that rule, but it's just an awful lot to invest for not a whole lot. I mean, you get Ray in this basically. If I were to go for Jabba, there's a lot of great stuff with him. You get Bad Batch with the Lord Vader team. I mean, it's just a lot of really good stuff that you can get going for one of those two. And then, of course, I mean, if I really wanted to, might need a little bit of care for here. If we really wanted to, we could start saving up for our GL Leia when she comes out. Well, that's unfortunate. Can we get her out? Okay, that helps. We could just start saving up for GL Leia, but I'm my going after the Leviathan, I feel like I'm kind of good with that being my main thing of trying to go for like early release tunes and stuff. We got to be a little bit careful here. This is a little bit more painful than I thought it was going to be. Let me just get you out. Okay. Ugh. Probably should have been paying attention there. I am one of those guys that has a. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I'm reading you there one some. I'm really thinking Profundity as well. I'll show you my roster here in just a moment. But yeah, what I was just saying is there's just, there's so much more value for the prerequisites for Lord Vader or Jabba. And then, I mean, I just don't really want to go for GL Leia. That would just take a massive amount of resources. And I really don't mind being that guy that just gets her down the road whenever her stuff is on accelerated farm. But yeah, Profundity, I'm not incredibly far away from. The only tune that I don't have as 7-star is Radis, and I use the double drops, and I've got them pretty close to 7. And then it's just a matter of gearing things up and then getting my Outrider and my Rebel Bomber up to 7-star. Outrider is I think at 5 stars, and then Rebel Bomber is at like 20 out of 100 for the 7-star there. So it won't be soon-ish, but it'll be enough. You know what I mean? So I think it would definitely help out, especially if I've got every fleet in the game and just being able to potentially take out, what is it, like 8 or 9 fleets in Team War, which is close to a third of an entire zone. I don't think there's a whole lot of people that would complain about that. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking about Profundity. You're going for Lord Vader? Yeah. Lord Vader, I know that he gets a bad rap, but listen, I still have trouble with him. I really do. I really do. Okay, well, this is not going to be incredibly fun because Django's going to be able to get around my mark here. And then Newt's going to go. Probably drop his extortion over here if I mark him down. So yeah, let's go ahead and just do this. Hopefully we'll be able... Oh, okay, I'll take that. Is this going to get us some much-needed turn meter? Yes, it will. Okay. We'll just do that. That'll work. Let's see here. Let's just do some basic over here, because when you have all 4 stacks, you are hitting 4 times. So this is just going to shred the B1 over there. And now we are just down to Django. I do want to let him go, so we're... The only downside about this is it's pumping a lot of turn meter, but at the very least, it's not like a CLS team where it's constantly pumping turn meter. Take a turn, buddy. Okay, burning is fine. It's annoying. And gotta get him through one more turn here. Just one more turn. Yeah, I've gone up against this team with a CLS, and you get stuck behind Django. It's the worst feeling in the world. I hate timeouts like that. There we go. And let's pump some turn meter just so we can get this. And then around to RP it for the kill shot. Boom. All right. Getting close. Poggle team. Who are we going to use for that again? Padme. Padme indeed. Going to run her with our baby Ahsoka there. Let's see. Probably, yeah. Let's give Anakin. I'm trying to remember. There's a benefit between these two. She takes a bonus turn after each of Anakin's bonus turns, which we're not going to worry about because nobody's going to die. But our baby Ahsoka is to keep the damage immunity off of the battle droid over there, or the droidica destroyer, whatever you want to call it. And then having this is going to make sure that 1, we resist all debuffs, and then 2, we can hopefully get a kill shot off pretty quick here. Close. That is not a problem. This will actually buff dispel as well, so we've got 2 buff dispels, and this should do it. Cool. It's just clean today. Have you ever had those Grand Arena days where it's just clean, you're feeling really good about it, it just feels so good. And today is one of those days. Okay. No drop battles so far, all the way into fleets, and let's see if my spreadsheet is... Oh, I'm sorry, we got the mud... Oh yeah, we'll save... let's do some stuff in fleets up here. Is it verbatim? Yeah, it's verbatim exactly what I thought it was going to be. Okay, so home 1 we're going to use our Malevolence for. Maybe. Yeah, I only have 3 viable fleets, but I count on that. That's the only thing I really need. Those are not pushovers, but they're probably going to be, I don't know if they're hard-coded, but they generally tend to go for my Vulture Droids, which just feeds turn meter over to my Malevolence, and helps me to hurt things a lot more. And then with all the extra attacks and stuff like that. So I feel like this is going to work out. Hopefully I'm not making a huge mistake here, and we're about to find out. they could just go straight for my stun fac. Not a problem. Can we get a stun on Biggs? I will take that. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get the assist from our Vulture Bomber, which is going to debuff, or cleanse rather, I'm sorry. And let's start getting some Buzz Droids going around, more Buzz Droids going around, ramp up that AoE when I come around to it. Okay, doesn't worry me at all. Alright, and you can keep on going for those Vulture Droids all you... And grab a Vulture Droid. Man, that was a spicy meatball. Yeah, let's see. This AoE is going to really hurt him a lot, but that protection up over there is probably going to keep him a little bit, or alive a little bit longer. And I just want to get the Mass Swarm going on. We will get this Biston out of commission. Here comes the reinforcement. The ugly Millennium Falcon, not a problem. Let's get the Raven out. Is that his name? Raven? I think it's Raven. No Buzz Droids out, but that is okay. Let's just do a stun if we can. And let's start working over here. Buzz Droids, please, and thank you. Hang in there, Sunfac. You're a tank, do your job. Okay, I know I could have probably gone for the Raven, but when something is on stun, and if I can start going for something else, I'll generally just bite or control more than just brute force. Control wins the war. All right, okay. There we go. No losses there. 69 banneroos. Always feel good when you end up with that one there. Okay, and the guys, I just got that sinking feeling in my stomach there. 3 attacker. I really hope the Leviathan works out. I really do. Okay, so the finalizer, we are going to use our, I'm sorry, yeah, the finalizer, we're going to go with our usual lineup with our TIE stuff here. I am going to use the Gauntlet because, again, when he's out there, where is that? Grants 50% defense for all of my Empire allies. That works. I mean, things are just a little bit tankier. I like tanky. It helps. So we're just going to run with this. Try and get out. Probably have to go for the Echelon first, which is fine. And then we're immediately going to go for Kylo's TIE Silencer over there. The only thing that I'm a little bit worried about is some of the turn meter shenanigans that tend to go on, but we'll make it through. Let's get some target lock going. Let's see here. 25% turn meter. Spell all debuffs on all allies. And buff immunity. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the buff dispel, and let's get our star of the show. Even though she can't go first, that is not a problem. Let's go ahead and just do a basic for right now. Okay, finally somebody goes down. Let's get some more basics going on. Let's just keep on more basics. Okay, interesting choice. Kind of wish that would have given me a little bit more dodge, but that's okay. Let's get the assist going. Can we get the Echelon out? Yes, we can, and I will take that. Okay, that's not what I wanted to see. Eesh. Okay, let's see. We got to get you out as quick. Maybe we should have gone for this guy here. No problem. Okay, dodges definitely helped me out, and we're really running on the thin edge here. I know that we're not going to, I mean, she's not going to get to go, but at least we'll be able to dispel all the debuffs. I just need to survive. Okay, so that was not fun, but the dodge definitely helps. Let's get some of this going, some more foresight going around. And let's get the stun on our buddy Kylo over there. Shuttle is going to take a turn. Dodge is there. We go. Okay, that was a little bit too close for comfort. Those 2 for 1, I will take it. There's some of this. That was a little bit too close for comfort there. Whew. Finalizer is really good at controlling the battlefield. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's save this for the last battle there, because either we're gonna win or we're gonna lose off of that one. And I should have kept my executor on offense. I don't know. I think it's gonna be fine. I have yet to lose one battle with Leviathan versus Executor, so I'm not. I want to say I'm not worried about it, but I'm a little worried about it because either we're gonna win off of that one, or we're gonna crash and we're gonna choke at the finish line. Ugh. Okay, let's see. I know we're gonna get a revive pretty quick here. I mean, we just got through it last time. Let's just see if we can elicit the revive from our moth over there. And I was kind of hoping to get it done by now. Let's go ahead and get this going on. Just feel better about ourselves. Let's get a stagger. And okay, will this do it? Will this do it? Ah, so close. That's okay. Really close to it. Let's go ahead and work on Cara Dune again. Love that buff spell, and it's game over now. Okay, 57. All right, folks. Poetic right here. It's all coming down to this. I don't know how many 3 attacker battles I've gone up against. I mean, at least we can go straight for the Razor Crest, which is going to feel good. We're going to switch the music now to the other one. This is from an old game called Ridge Racer 5. See if we can get our blood pumping here. Oh, it's all going to come down to this. Give me that fleet. And let's pray, folks. All right, this is the Grand Arena right here. Yeah, I can't imagine. Yeah, what's up? I can't imagine it either, but hey, it's me. It's Vex. If Murphy's Law had a personality, it would be me. All right, so the mark on my Sith bomber is not something I'm upset about at all. With the tenacity up, I'm going to hold on to that AoE. Hold on to that reinforced bulwark there. Let's get the breach immunity on our Sith bomber. Hopefully Malgus is going to show up pretty quick here. I'm still going to hold on to the AoE until there we go. I'm going to hold on to the AoE until we get around, or the tenacity up starts dropping off of them. Yeah. Hold on, buddy, come on. Oh, they got a really, really quick, do we still have stable bulwark? We do. And, tenacity up is gone, and there's the stuff I wanted to see. We are going to, yeah, we're going to grab this guy because we still have stable bulwark, so it is safe to drop it on this guy. But here comes the Houndstooth, and there comes we still have stable bulwark. Okay, I am not upset about that at all. Here comes some assists going on. Let's get a swarm to get the, what do you call it, doubt or anticipation or whatever. Still have the stable bulwark on. Man, our Sith tank is getting work done today. Okay, and then pretty quick here. As long as nothing goes wrong, we should be at our ultimate. And if so, oh man, dude, this guy will just not quit. I love it. Almost just got to survive a little bit longer. Here comes the insta kill from our Mark 6 interceptor. Come on, give me that magic there. Oh, the Warwick gets also got a bonus turn from our Dorito. But here comes the insta kill. Boom! That's right. And our Sith tank has still got the stable bulwark on him. Here comes some healing going on. And no ultimate coming from our opponent there. Oh man. This has been a great, I wish my opponent could be seeing this and he'd just be sitting there like I have so many times going, this just sucks. Oh man, it just, this was a beautiful battle. Do not sleep on the Sith tank. Good grief. Still has stable bulwark. All the way back up to full health and protection. With 5 stacks of reinforced determination and 2 minutes left on the clock. Oh man. All right, let's just keep on going around. I know that pretty soon here Boba is going to do that, which is fine. Because they're going to start dropping like flies with all these concussion mines. That was a bit unfortunate. Okay, let's get some AoE going around. That should get our Razor Crest into the danger zone. More concussion mines going around. Our Sith tank is the hero of the day. Who do we want to get fear on? Let's get fear on him, because we're going to see about getting Razor Crest out pretty quick here. This should probably take care of a couple of them. Yes, it will. And that is the Grand Arena. What a Saturday. What do we line up at? 2,030 banners came in clutch right with. Give it up for the Sith tank. Holy smoke. Strong work indeed. Thank you so much for joining me today, OneSum. This has been a really good grand. It just feels so good. Oh man, but yeah, definitely the star of the show today was our Sith tank. Went through that entire battle right on the bloomin' edge there, but kept that stable bulwark, never blew savior once. Oh man, that was a beautiful battle. So we are going to walk away with the victory today and then be battling it out for first place on Monday. I will go ahead and let you guys get back onto your weekend. But once again, thanks so much for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day. And keep in mind that this coming Saturday, a week from today, we're going to be trying out Starfield. I would love to see anybody that would like to check the game out with me. I think it's going to be a really fun time. Got some folks of mine at work that are kind of spreading the word around to our gamer friends so that we can get hopefully a group going. But in the meantime, you guys enjoy your weekend. For you football fans out there, go Chiefs. I'm a huge Chiefs fan. Be kind to each other. Make sure that you take some time out to just be thankful about at least one thing today, and have a fantastic weekend. You guys